Hello, all. My name's Anna. For those of you that don't know me, I have Scheuermann's disease, and this is my channel. Welcome. Um, this is the third video of my Scheuermann's disease series, I suppose. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I learned from recovery and what it taught me. So, the very first thing is the only, the first thing that comes to mind is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I believe this so much now, 3 years after surgery. Really, you are definitely stronger than you think. Pain in your daily life changes you. It really does. But it's not always for the worst. So, directly after surgery, if you guys would have told me, if anyone would have told me, you're going to be stronger, you're going to do better in life, you're going to succeed, whatever, I would have been like, no way, because I'm in so much pain. And I honestly, I was very depressed after surgery because I was in so much pain and I wanted it to stop. And I was just like, I'm going to have to live with this the rest of my life? Like, are you kidding me? Another thing surgery and Scheuermann's disease in general has given me is maturity. I didn't have a choice but to get back surgery, and it changed my life. And I had to learn to take care of myself and be rigid about what I could do, what I couldn't do, putting myself in better situations than I would have prior, because I'm in my 20s. I can't always go to the bar now and get messed up or whatever because I could hurt myself, falling, I could hurt myself. Someone bump into me too hard, it could really hurt me. So, I definitely learned how to take care of myself and that health is your biggest priority. So having your health be a priority for you does many things, especially for those with conditions or have had spinal fusion or not even. It changes your life ultimately. For me, eating right and exercising has really helped my pain, and I found what works for me, and that's also important, figuring out what works best for you. I can't sit here and tell you what I do is going to help you, but it is a journey, and you gotta trial and error over and over and over again. I've done that with multiple medications, multiple exercises, multiple techniques, multiple essential oils, all of that, But once you find a middle ground, things will really start looking up. And I've noticed that in the past couple months now. So another thing I learned is how to say no. And I know that sounds kind of silly or vague, but I guess it goes back to maturity. But I learned how to tell people no if it didn't benefit me, Once you make your health and your positivity priority, you really learn how to say no. And things that don't benefit you spiritually or mentally or anything, things you don't even want to do, you can say no. You have the power to say no. I think it's really important because, again, it keeps you in that mind frame of that doesn't benefit me. I'm focusing on my health. I'm focusing on me. No, I'm not going to do that or whatever. So I know that's kind of an interesting take on things, but that's what I learned. So I know people say it all the time and you just roll your eyes, but it's really true. And it's that time really does heal things. Let's see, I'm 3 years out from surgery, and if you would have told me back then that I would be where I am now today, I would have been like, no. Like, you can't even see the end in sight, But you got to take things one step at a time with spinal fusion in general. It's tough, and this journey is not fast whatsoever. It's really a marathon. It's definitely not a sprint, ever since you get that diagnosis, it's not a sprint whatsoever, because it really is the rest of your life, you know. You're going to have to learn how to manage it, how to deal with it mentally and physically, really. So yeah, I mean, time really does change things, and whether you think you're healed enough or not, you really are healing. Um, I know I say it a lot, but it's mentally and physically. This disease can be very mentally challenging. It was for me, like with anxiety and depression, but learning the necessary tools and things your doctors and therapists can tell you, it helps. Like, once you get into the mind frame of being positive and realizing you're going to deal with chronic pain the rest of your life, things change. Things start clicking. You start seeing things as precious and beautiful. Life is beautiful, and you start loving all the small things in your life. And I think that's really, really important to recognize. Once you reach that level, you can start thinking to yourself, wow, I am healing. You know, wow, I don't wake up every day dwelling on the fact that I'm going to be in pain, you know. So yeah, that's another thing I learned. Time really does heal. Another really important thing that I'm still trying to grasp, because I like to compare myself to people. It's just in my nature. I think it's in human nature, really, because you have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have public, you know, you just have people around you that you tend to compare yourself with. And your one power is you are not them. You know, you have something completely else that you bring to the table. So having that mindset is very important also. But you cannot dwell on what you can't do. You have to look at all the small things you can do. You know, I used to think, well, I can't run, I can't lift, I can't become a firefighter like I wanted to, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, what can I do? Well, I can be a nice human. I can walk on the treadmill. I can lift a little bit of weight, you know. I can do anything really that I want besides these specific things I can't do, but I want to do, you know. So yeah, I'm still learning that. And even last week, I had to retell myself, it's okay to not be that person. It's okay to not be skinny like that person, because I can't even run, you know, like, but what I can do is I can climb stairs, I can walk on the treadmill, I can do all these other things. So yeah, I just had to sit there and coach myself for a good 3 minutes. Okay, so another really important thing about recovery that I learned throughout the last couple years is you really have to celebrate the small victories, or else you're gonna just keep spiraling. Well, for me, I spiraled for sure, until I learned that, wow, I am getting better, you know, but because I was not celebrating the smallest little victories. But now I do, definitely. When I'm in the gym and I can lift more weight than I did the last week, wow, I'm improving, you know. You got to see it as that, not, wow, I can only lift 10 more pounds, why am I not lifting this X number of pounds yet, or whatever. Why am I not doing this yet? You can't see it as that, because we are human. We have to heal, you know. And people with Scheuermann's disease, our circumstances are greatly different than other people, you know. And most people don't even understand. But you need to learn to celebrate the small victories within yourself. You know, you don't even have to voice it, you know, but think like, wow, yeah, last week I couldn't do that. This week I can, you know, like, it's amazing. Things start becoming amazing when you think that way. Okay, so I'm going to sound like Gandhi here for a minute, but hear me out. Loving yourself is the greatest medicine. Definitely. And whatever that means to you is whatever it means to you, you know? But seriously, when you become more positive about your body image, about your back pain, about your chronic illness, own it, you know. Once you own it and turn it into a positive and make it empower yourself, things change for the better. You know, you become happier. You start seeing all the little beautiful things. You can look back and see how far you've come and how far you can go too. You start making goals. You know, for me, once I started becoming more positive, things started to click and things fell into place. And I can't stress that enough. You know, this recovery thing is not easy. And I mean, I don't know how much easier it's going to get for me even, but I know I can get through it because of positivity, maturity, all these things I just talked about, you know. So yeah, I just encourage you guys to be patient and positive and strong. And that's all. So thank you guys again for watching, and I hope to get another video up soon. Bye.